All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rear-view mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
Hey, stand up! Check one.
They'll run on first down. Savage, 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Kill. Slam. You gonna take. Hey, lock it. You got that. Stay triple.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
We got good. Check nickel. Check it backer. Check 31. Check 30.
Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
Let's go, defense. Outside 61. Matchbox right. SOS. Leo. Go.
On first down, Savage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Hey. 4 down. 16.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They'll try the left side. Savage. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up.
Ready?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. Football's the mic. Mike, put up.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
X3, 218, chop. Check. Hey, wahoo. My game.
From the red zone now, Newton. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. A give right side now to Hunt. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here we middle. Hey, Steve 6. Check three.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10. Allen now looks to throw. A dump off to Anderson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on second down. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up top, and this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, Delta. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 8. Mike 8. Let's go. Put on offense. Let's go.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck. Rip right. Both balls to Mike.
To throw again. Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And that's caught by Smith. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Check 13. Check 13.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Under 20.
On 3rd down, Savage. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Stick guy.
On first down, it's Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Gun. Check 37. Express. Watch twist. My game. Push him back. Safe. 20.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Down right around the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go now. 8, read. Check.
On 3rd down, Savage. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
180!
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Joker.
Hey, orbit.
Watch it.
To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Allen. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, here's Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ready, set. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Now. Ready.
Gurley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Newton. That one complete to Anderson. loses it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Check, 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 check. Watch his left.
Pilot, 64, read.
Check the hot read.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, Alpha.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Yep. Shoot.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Second down and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, switch gears. Switch.
Rock it, rock it.
Rush in, rush in.
49, check 49, check 49.
No, no, no. Off.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. And this one is right down the middle. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's put that team on.
Now Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
On the set.
Hey, check.
Look, screen.
Watch out, creeping. Safety's creeping.
Bam.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down now, Savage. And it's a fumble.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
What's that? 180.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 99. Check 99. Watch out. 8. Check 3.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Go. My game. You. Mike 8.
Snap.
Throwing on second and 14. Newton, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They'll try the left side. Savage. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Let him know. Kill. Slam.
Look at me. Go.
They run. It's Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On third down, Savage. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check it back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Savage. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Gun. Hey! Showing it. Hustle. SOS. Eight. Switch it.
Now it's the backup Newton. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. My game. I got one.
On third down, Colt. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
56 is the mic.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan, and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Chiefs 17, Cowboys 16.
Okay, ready? Bravo!
Rap. My game. I got you. Check.
Protein spill.
Safety free.
Leo.
Kill. Check. Hatchet. Check 13.
Now it's Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Go. Hey, Charlie. Hey.
Stay with your man. Alert 3.
You're out.
Whip.
Shoot.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Open man is Robbie Anderson. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That's good for Cowboys. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Smooth.
Too low, Mike 8. Defense wins championship.
22 jet bombers.
No.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Tight end roll. Border. Undercut.
General West.
36.
Rock it.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Great.
Safe.
20.
Check.
They'll try the left side. Savage. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Out. Shoot. Joker.
Now Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 26. Switch.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 43. He's checking. Crash. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Recon, 132 fighter. Squeeze. Fair. No. Fight.
Now Gurley. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 60 or.
I'm scared. Tight end right.
Hey, dude.
Slam.
Hard.
Quick.
Yeah. Speed trip.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push the lead up to 5. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Allen. They'll go screen here to Hunt. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
56. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.